Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is February 20th, 2024, and I have the entire Champions League lowdown for you ahead of tomorrow's clash against Napoli in the round of 16, including the squad list, the injury update, and also Xavi Hernandez's pre-match conference. Finally, Frenkie de Jong, in a surprising press conference, has completely blasted the media in regards to his salary and also about the rumors of him wanting to leave. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. They're currently running some pretty cool promotions. If you are looking to place any sports bets, not only on Barcelona matches, but on all sporting events all around the world, make sure you hit the Bet Us, where they're also having a pretty cool promotion for all new signups. Both links for Kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now I'll begin with the news that tomorrow is the long-awaited day, which is the Champions League day, where Barcelona are set to play against Napoli in the round of 16. And the Barcelona team has officially traveled to Italy, where they had their first training today. And as such, the club have released the official name of the players, with official list of the players who have traveled to Napoli in order to participate in tomorrow's match. And this list includes Marc ter Stegen, Joao Cancelo, Ronald Araujo, Íñigo Martínez, Pedri, Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, Iñaki Peña, Joao Félix, Andreas Christensen, Oriol Romeo, Vítor Roque, Sergi Roberto, Frenkie de Jong, Ilkay Gundogan, Jules Koundé, Astralaga, Lamine Yamal, Marc Casado, Fermín, Kouarsi, Marc Guiu, and Hector Fort. Now, as I reported before, even though it was initially ruled out that Joao Félix could be ready for the Champions League, as you can see from that list, he is now ready and he has traveled with the team to Italy, even though he has cut it a little bit close, so he might not start. He might not even play any minutes, but just know that Joao Félix is ready and has been included in the squad list. Now, another player that was not expected to travel to the team to Italy with the team is Sergi Roberto, who was also recovering from injury, and he did not train yesterday, so he was definitely not expected to travel to Naples. But Sergi Roberto has gotten the green light from his doctors. He has also been included with the squad list, just like Oriol Romeo, who is now also fully recovered. So that's, of course, great news for Xavi Hernandez, because it's good to have as many players as possible. Of course, Ferran Torres has not made it to this trip, despite him working really hard to try to make it. Now, speaking of the players on the squad list, there are going to be some players who will need to watch what they're doing during tomorrow's match, because Ronald Araujo has 2 yellow cards. He received his first yellow card against Porto, the second one against Shakhtar Donetsk. So if Ronald Araujo receives another yellow card tomorrow, he will have to miss the match, the second leg of the round of 16 against Napoli in Barcelona. Now, Ronald Araujo is not the only player who has 2 yellow cards. Joao Felix, who received 2 yellow cards in both matches against Porto. And there's also Sergi Roberto, who received a yellow card against Porto and against Royal Antwerp. Both players, if they see a yellow card tomorrow, they will also miss the match for the second leg against Napoli. There's, of course, Ferran Torres, who has also received 2 yellow cards, but of course he's injured, so it won't matter at all. And speaking of tomorrow's match, as it's customary, Xavi Hernandez participated in a pre-match press conference where he started about talking what he expects in tomorrow's match. And in regards to that, Xavi Hernandez said, "For tomorrow, we have enthusiasm and hope. It is the ideal scenario to play a great game against a Naples team that changed the coach before the games. It is not easy to prepare for a match like this. We are facing the current Serie A champion. Napoli have surprisingly changed their coach 24 hours before the game. With a change of coach, we don't really know what the match will bring." So Xavi Hernandez highlighting the paradigm of tomorrow's match, where on one hand, Napoli did sack their coach, so that could be good news for Barcelona, because it means that they're going through turmoil, and of course, that's not enough time for a new coach to kind of decide on what he wants to do or implement his strategy or anything like that. But on the other hand, because he is a new coach, then there's no way for Barcelona to prepare against them, because This is not a coach that has many tapes that you can watch and understand what the Napoli do under him. This is a completely new coach, so it makes it a little bit more difficult to prepare for it. So there's definitely plus and minuses to Napoli sacking their manager and hiring a new one 2 days before the Champions League match. But hopefully it will be a positive for us, and hopefully we can pull a victory in tomorrow's match. Now, Xavi Hernandez also spoke about the Frenkie de Jong press conference, which I will talk about it right after this. But in regards to that, Xavi Hernandez said, "The words of Frenkie de Jong, I understand Frenkie perfectly. Any footballer suffers injustice. For me, he is fundamental. I think he's a player for many years to come. He is a key player. We don't blame the media for the results, but it is true that sometimes you feel injustice when they say things that are not true. In this sense, the footballers take it out on themselves. But we have to play better, compete better. We understand that. But there are other things that are unfair." So Xavi Hernandez sympathizing with what Frenkie de Jong had to say, which again I will talk about in a little bit, and saying that the media sometimes are unjust to players. But the good thing is that Xavi Hernandez is not blaming the team's performance on the media, which is a good thing because he had done that in the past. But instead, Xavi Hernandez taking responsibility for himself and for the team, saying that the team is not doing well and that they need to do better, and that has nothing to do with the press. So that goes out to the Xavi apologists who kept saying, "Oh, well, the team is not performing well because the press are so negative." I'm sorry, but that's not a good enough excuse. These are professional players. These are professional coaches. They are supposed to withstand whatever negative criticism they get from the media. And if they don't, that they are not cut out to be in this business, and they're not cut out to be champions, because after all, what separates the champions from the rest is their ability to use that negativity as fuel rather than crumble under it, like Xavi Hernandez was initially suggesting in previous press conferences. Now finally, Xavi Hernandez spoke about the team's preparation for tomorrow's match, and in regards to that, the Barcelona coach said, "Under pressure for tomorrow, I am very motivated. We have to prepare for the game so that the players play as well as possible. The pressure is the same as always. It's the pressure of Barca. We have to prepare for the game knowing that there are 90 minutes left in Montjuic in the second leg. But that doesn't change our DNA. We have to defend well and have the ball. We will go out to win tomorrow. A draw is not a good result for Barca. That's how I was brought up. Although we have to bear in mind that we play the second leg at Montjuic." So Xavi Hernandez highlighting the importance of a victory tomorrow, and it's definitely very important because again, there is the second leg to this round of 16. So the more advantages you get early on, the better it is for later. But not only that, as I reported in yesterday's video, Barcelona need 2 victories against Napoli in order to increase their FIFA rankings and qualify for the Club World Cup, which will be crucial for Barcelona, not just as a sporting prestige, but also as a financial incentive, because Barcelona need to win both legs and Atletico Madrid need to lose their leg against Inter Milan. And now on to the fiery part of the press conference, because as is the custom in the Champions League, it's not only the coach who gives the pre-match press conference, there's usually another player or a player next to him who also participates in the press conference. And it seems that Frenkie de Jong had requested to be included in the pre-match press conference because he wanted to clear the rumors in the air and address the media outlets. And Frenkie de Jong started by firing at the media and talking about his future. And a Dutch midfielder said, "My future? The truth is that I'm a bit pissed off with what you people write in general. A lot of things are coming out that are not true. It's irritating me." So Frenkie de Jong firing back at the media and claiming that they are lying about his future. Of course, as I reported before, Luis Canut, Frenkie de Jong's friend, had reported that Frenkie was having doubts about staying in Barcelona because when he initially joined, he was hoping, to win trophies, given all the different disappointments. That Frenkie de Jong was not too sure about staying in Barcelona. So Frenkie de Jong claiming that all of that is a lie and firing back at the media. But I don't think this is the media's fault. I think it's his friend's fault, Luis Canut, because he's the one who said this on an interview, and then all the media outlets reported about it. So I think if Frenkie de Jong has a problem about the rumors about his future, he needs to talk to his friend Luis Canut, who he's the one who started this whole thing. And that was not all, because Frenkie de Jong continued to fire back at the media, this time talking about his salary. And a Dutch midfielder said, "What you say about my salary is very far from reality. Figures have been invented. They are not true. I'm very happy at Barca, and I hope to continue playing here for many years. Everything that I said in the media about my salary and my future are lies. It's a lot of smoke. I know that a lot of things are made up in the media. You write things that are not true. You are doing it in general with a lot of players, coaches even. You can't do that. You are making things up. Stop this. I consider the club to be my teammates, the staff. I'm enjoying it a lot. The media sometimes criticize my level. It doesn't matter because everyone can have their own opinion. But I don't accept lies. Don't lie. So Frenkie de Jong calling the media outlets liars and saying that they are making up lies about him and his salary, and saying that he's okay when the media criticizes his play because everybody has their own opinions. Some might think he's doing well, some might think he's not doing so well, but what he doesn't tolerate is the lies, and he's saying that the salary figures that have been shared in the media are an absolute lie, that he doesn't make as much as the media are making it out to be. And of course, this is a case of he said, she said, because on one hand, some media outlets are claiming that they have seen Frenkie's contract and he is the highest paid player in La Liga. On the other hand, we have Frenkie de Jong saying that that's not true, that he doesn't earn as much as the media are claiming. But one thing we do know for sure is that Barcelona have tried to reduce Frenkie's salary on multiple occasions. And when he refused, Alemany suggested that Frenkie de Jong be put on the market and offloaded because Barcelona could not afford his salary. So I'm not saying that Frenkie is right. I'm not saying the media outlets are right. But there's a reason Barcelona are trying to reduce his salary, and it's definitely not because he's earning very little and that they want him to make it even less. But anyways, I'll leave it up to you to draw your own conclusion. Now, Frenkie de Jong continued to speak about his salary, and he addressed Mundo Deportivo when they asked him about the renewal offer that he has yet to accept. In regards to that, Frenkie de Jong said, "I don't earn 40 million per season. That's not true. This is far from reality. Lies. You write a lot, don't you? In Mundo Deportivo, like other outlets, you write things that are lies. Why do you do that? Why do you make things up?" So Frenkie de Jong definitely upset and calling out specific media outlets, including Mundo Deportivo, claiming that all they write are lies about him. But again, I leave it up to you to draw your own conclusions. After all, it's Frenkie de Jong's own friend Luis Canu who said that he was having doubt. Barcelona have been trying to reduce Frenkie's salary for quite some time. Why are they doing it? Is it really because Frenkie doesn't earn as much as they say? I don't know. But let me know down below in the comment sections what you thought about Frenkie de Jong's statement. Now, one thing I will say, I don't think this was the appropriate place to do it. I understand that Frenkie is frustrated with the media outlets, that he's angry at them, and that he needed to clear the air, and that's great. I always encourage players to clear the air and address rumors head on. That way they don't keep spreading and spiraling out of control. But I think a more proper venue for this would have been if Frenkie perhaps asked one of the media outlets for an exclusive interview, maybe giving his statements to a radio station, I don't know. But the press conference before a Champions League match, a crucial Champions League match, is definitely not the place to do it, because what you should be focusing on is the Champions League match, or what's going to happen against Napoli, etc. Not what the media outlet are writing about your salary and about your future. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.